A long, long time ago, in the kingdom of Bombom, it was the new moon festival, and the king, Ngolongonung, organized the usual annual contest for the young men and women to celebrate the turn of the season. The winner will get to sit at the king's feet and will also be given a very large land to cultivate through the next farming season. In the village, there lived a very old woman who lived all alone and detached from everyone else. No one in the whole of Bombom seemed to know a time she was young. The only time most people saw her was when she was either going or coming to the forest to gather woods, or the river to take her bath. Early on this particular morning, when every young person was preparing to go to Ngolong's palace in the hopes of winning the contest, the old Kaka walked to the river where she began taking her bath. Frail and weak, this Kaka's hands could not reach her back to wash, and so she waited in the water for the young people going to the king's palace, since the river was close to the major path that most would follow. As the old woman waited, the first person who came to pass was a very beautiful young girl named Najur. The Kaka called to her saying, "My daughter, I have been here all alone trying to wash my back. Can you help me do that?" Najur looked at the old woman with disgust and said, "Can't you see, old woman, I am a beautiful young girl on her way to win the contest and sit at the feet of the king? I do not have time to scrub your back." And so she passed and continued on her way. Next, another girl came passing, and again the old woman called on her to assist wash her back. The girl declined. "I would have loved to help you, Kaka, but I am now too clean to wash your back because I am on my way to the king's palace." She also passed. The next person to come is a young man who was invited by the old woman to help wash her back. The young man replied, "Do you want me to also wash your eyes so that you can see and recognize that I am the great Gongi? I fight great warriors and win difficult tasks. This is what I do for a living and not washing the backs of old women." Like others, he passed. Many more young men and women came and passed with no one stopping to help the old Kaka. While some told her they were too beautiful to touch her, others stated they had no time for frivolities, while others gave unkind responses. The woman did not lose her patience as she continued to wait and call on young people to help scrub her back, until a young man named Womane came along. He was good-looking and well-dressed. The old Kaka called to him, "I have been here all morning, looking for someone to help scrub my back. Everyone I called had more important things to do. Will you help me?" "I still have some time to spare, old one. Now, let me help scrub your back, and then be on my way," Womane said. As he began scrubbing the back of the old woman, Womane realized that it became hard like clay, and then in no time, it caved in like broken walls. Womane got scared and said, "Ah, old one, I am sorry. I think I must have scrubbed your back too hard that it has cracked." "No, no, no," the old woman responded. "Just look into it and tell me what you see," she said. "Kaka, I see 3 golden eggs, and I see 3 small eggs," Womane said. "Good," the old woman said. "Now pick the 3 small eggs, and when you get home around midnight, break each, and wealth will come to you." The young man thanked her, and as he was about to leave, she called him back and told him all how he would win the king's contest. Womane hurried to the Ngolong's palace, where he met his friend Najur. He told her all about the Kaka's bathing, how her back broke, the golden eggs and the small eggs that he saw, and her gift to him. The only thing he didn't tell her was how he would win the contest. The moment she heard about the golden eggs, Najur got all excited and asked if they were still in the woman's back. "Yes," Womane replied, and Najur decided to rush back and wash the old woman's back before she returned to the contest. The Kaka was still in the river when Najur returned, and she offered to wash the old woman's back. "That is kind of you, my daughter," the old woman said. The young girl scrubbed the old woman's back, and true to Womane's words, it became strong like clay and then caved in like walls. "Forgive me, Kaka," Najur said. "I don't know how it happened, but I have ruptured your back." "Not to worry," the old woman said. "Now tell me, what do you see in there?" she asked. Najur peered in and said, "I see 3 golden eggs and 3 small eggs." The old woman told her to pick the 3 small eggs, and then, when it gets to midnight, she should break the eggs, and great things would come to her. Instead of picking the 3 eggs as she was told, Najur picked 2 small eggs and 2 golden eggs, wondering what the selfish old woman would do with the gold which she wanted to keep back for herself. On his part, Womane used the advice of Kaka to win the king's contest. When it was midnight, he did as commanded him. He broke the first egg, and from it came many houses, cattle, and so much wealth. Womane broke the second egg, and he was blessed with a beautiful wife, a woman more beautiful than any woman alive. When he broke the third, many slaves emerged to serve him for all his life. This was how Womane got to become a very wealthy man who lived a very happy life until the end of his day. Najur also woke up at midnight, just as the old woman had commanded. She broke her first small egg, and just as it was with Womane, houses, cattle, and so much wealth sprang forth. She broke the second, and a very handsome husband came. She has never been more proud of anyone as she was with her husband. "With these small, worthless eggs giving me this much, I only wonder what great things the golden eggs have for me," Najur thought. When she broke the first golden egg, she was dismayed that a very large water sprang forth, as large as a sea. Quickly, she broke the second, hoping that a ship would appear and take her and her husband round the world. But it shocked her to see that different large fishes and other sea monsters appeared in the water. That was how Najur, her husband, and all her newfound wealth were washed by the sea. Sadly, she and her husband were devoured by the sea monsters she had created. If you enjoyed our story, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And also don't forget to press the notification button for more exciting stories.